Hi, my name's Joe Sampson. I'm the Multimedia Developer for the City of Midland. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about pre-production, production, and post-production. Those are going to be the three key elements when it comes to actually creating a video, kind of just stepping you through it. So pre-production is your kind of your fundamentals. What you're really going to start putting together to really move into the field and actually start filming. So the main thing is, if you're going to do, say, a PSA or a promo, kind of storyboard out what you want the PSA to be about. If it's going to be about watering, that's kind of in my scope of work, watering restrictions, maybe a little promo about an event that's going on. Start thinking about what the event's actually going to be going, what's going to happen at the event. Try to maybe recreate that in the promotional. But the biggest thing about pre-production is just getting all of your ducks in a row, so to speak. Get everything lined up, get all the scripts lined out, get your talents ready to go, scope out your filming, and then always make sure you have a charged battery and make sure you have multiple memory cards. So that's a little bit about pre-production. So now we're going to talk about production. The simplest part of being a videographer is production. You think, it's really hard brainstorming of what you want to do, but once you're actually out there, you've already thought about what you want to do. You already know what you want to do. You already have your subjects, your talents. You already maybe even thought about music already. So it's really easy to go out there and start filming, especially if you did everything that I said in pre-production. Find the place that you're going to film, scope it out, figure it out, and then go for it. The main thing about production is all about execution. If you're filming somebody, say like a stand-up like this, make sure that their audio is on point. Make sure it's perfect before you even hit record. That is the main thing to do, especially if you're doing an interview. Just make sure the camera is steady if you are shooting, and if you're shooting with a person or a talent, you want to always make sure the audio is crisp. So that's all I really have to say about production. There's a lot of stuff, but it's very simplistic. So the next thing we're going to talk about is post-production. Post-production basically means once you get your footage completely done, once you get your audio files, depending on how you recorded it, say you record audio directly into your camera, or if you're using something like a Tascam DR60D, DR70D, you're going to be recording it directly into a device that has a memory card. So with a memory card, the big thing about lining up the audio with, say, your camera's audio. So like right now, Dusty has the audio coming directly from the camera, and there's also audio coming from the DR60D Mark II. So the best thing to do is, once you start filming, and this is probably really basic knowledge, but this should probably be back in production. I'm only saying it now because you're in post-production. The biggest thing you're going to find is in syncing audio is not being able to sync audio fast enough. Now, Adobe Premiere and also Final Cut 10 will also let you sync the audio, but just do a little clap, just like that. You'll peak the audio waves. Then once you get into post-production in the timeline, you'll actually see those peaks. You can line up the camera audio with the actual Tascam audio or your external audio, whatever you want to do. So that was just a quick rundown of kind of what I do, and hopefully you got to see a little bit of the things that I do and how my creative process kind of works. It might be a little bit different than everybody else, and that's one thing to note. Creative process doesn't have to be cut and dry. It doesn't always have to be exactly what you learned or exactly what a book says. The creative process, and that's the beauty about creativity, is everybody has a different way of doing it. So I hope you enjoyed the way I do it, and I hope you maybe learned something new. And thanks for sharing the time with me.